on brand new Cavaliers, Geoprisms, and Lumina sedans. Jerry's deep discounts and aggressive factory incentives make this the best time to buy. Every Cavalier, Geoprism, and Lumina is included. If you think you have to shop around town for the best price on a new car, that's your business. If you want the best selection and low prices, that's our business. Jerry's Chevrolet Geo.
There was a time when you could get almost anything delivered to your door. Some of it you wanted, some you didn't. Now, NeighborCare Pharmacies brings back this tradition of old-fashioned service. We not only fill your prescription, we offer something else you want. Free delivery, no matter what the obstacles.
Care you can depend on. NeighborCare.
I like to know everything. I'm one of those people. Give me the facts. Well, Healthy Choice does that. They give you what you need to know. It's all there. Low fat, low cholesterol, low sodium. You see, Healthy Choice understands that I can make sense of this. I appreciate that. Healthy Choice, my favorite foods and the facts I want, right here. With Healthy Choice, the choice is yours.
Aetna Health Plans covers preventive care, although not everyone will be happy to know that. Aetna Health Plans.
Now, we used to call it Armistice Day, and now it's Veterans Day, but by whatever name, it's set aside to remember those who served in our armed forces and helped to keep our country free.
It's a day for flags and flowers and for taps and tears. Channel 2's Andy Barth and photographer Lamont Williams prepared this look of today's ceremonies at Garrison Force Veterans Cemetery, where the featured guest was Nebraska Senator and presidential candidate Bob Kerrey.
The people who we honor today, whose memory we honor today, must never be forgotten.
And I came out here to honor my father, who was a veteran in World War II.
You bring your son here?
Yes, I do.
How come?
Well, he never got a chance to meet his grandfather, so I guess the only way to let him remember about his grandfather is when I come out here, plus I show him pictures of him.
He was a good boy. Our family loves him, and he left his wife. She has balloons down there on his grave because he was that type of a person. And we come out here often just to visit his grave.
Well, I hope we take at least a pause and try to recall the pain, the fear, the cold, the loneliness that almost everybody that goes in harm's way experiences.
He served in the Korean War. He was a corporal. He died May 15, 1985. And we come out here to pay tribute to him and all the other veterans.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
I'll say today to all the veterans that's out here that we love them and God loves them best.
Area veterans were also honored today at the Baltimore National Cemetery. The dedication of the Avenue of Flags honored all veterans, past, present, and future. All the armed forces were branches represented, and the Maryland National Guard provided the patriotic music. In Southwest Baltimore, some residents spent Veterans Day renaming their community. The area around Baltimore and Pratt Streets is now known as Restivo Square. That's in honor of J.M. Restivo, a local soldier killed in World War II.
I'm very excited here today because we're rededicating the neighborhood to J.M. Restivo. He was my uncle who was curled on the Arizona at the Pearl Harbor. and he lost his life there, we feel, in service to this country.
The people at today's ceremony also rededicated themselves to improving the quality of life in their community, an area hit hard with drug-related crimes.
Still to come on Channel 2 News at 6 o'clock, meteorologist Norm Lewis will give us a line from the musical Annie. Guess which one?
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Is she good or is she what?
I'll bring out my sunglasses. We'll be right back.
My dad started raising chickens during the Depression, more just to feed the family. I pretty much do the same thing. Of course, I do it for a whole lot more families. Raising chickens for Tyson is a big responsibility.
Will is one reason why Tyson Holly Farms fresh chickens are the leanest, meatiest they can be, and they're always 100% natural.
My wife likes to say that my chickens have better breeding than me. Of course, she doesn't say that to my dad.
Tyson Holly Farms, feeding you like family.
Before you choose a body shop, ask a few questions. What about structural tolerances? Can they really return your car to pre-accident performance? Will your car look as good as new? What about experience? Have they repaired over 5 million cars? Do they pay close attention to details? All the detail. If you don't know, you better get Maaco.
Here's why Valley View Farms was selected America's best Christmas store.
Oh, I think that Valley View Farms is the most fantastic place on the East Coast. And when I think of Christmas, I think of Valley View Farms.
This whole place looks like a wonderland.
It's fantastic.
I'd say it's, like the sign says out on the road, the best Christmas shop in the United States.
Merry Christmas from Valley View Farms on York Road in Cockeysville.
Is there a little bit of a television news reporter in you? If you have a keen eye for what makes good news, you could be a Channel 2 news watcher. Here's how. If you get breaking news on VHS videotape, or if you simply spot news in the making, call Channel 2's tip line or Star 1 TV2 on your Cellular One car phone. If we use your video on air, we'll send you an official Channel 2 News Watchers t-shirt, so you can let everyone know there's a little bit of a television news reporter in you.
Norm Lewis's weather forecast has received the AMS seal of approval.
Well, get this. Sometime in the future, you may be able to levitate from Baltimore to Washington, D.C. Mayor Kurt Schmoke today appointed an advisory committee to look into the possibility of building a magnetic levitation train between Baltimore and Washington. Now, this train uses electromagnets and can move at speeds in excess of 300 miles an hour. Yet, because there is no friction, it uses the same amount of energy as a regular train. Now, if this vision of the future becomes a reality, travel time between Baltimore and Washington could be reduced to, would you believe, 10 minutes?
And no traffic. That's the best thing about it, right? Oh, my goodness,
no state troopers along the way?
Yeah, that's right.
Anything like that.
Well, after a lack of sunshine over the weekend, Finally, we're going to see it again, right?
That's right. We're going to see some sunshine during the day tomorrow, but then a few more clouds move back in as this storm kind of takes a last gasp. Talking of last gasp, we've got a few little light showers out there right now. The storm is gradually winding down, really pounded the eastern seaboard all the way up through northern portion of New England, still causing a problem up there, but our weather is gradually going to be getting better. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast for this evening. A few showers around tonight, but look for gradual clearing as the evening goes along. 33 for the overnight low. Tomorrow during the day, partly cloudy. Afternoon and evening showers as a little trough of low pressure moves through the area. We will have a high tomorrow, much better, 50 degrees. As far as what is going on outside right now, 44 degrees, and if it feels on the nippy side, the wind chill right now, 26 degrees. That's the reason it feels so raw out there. Humidity 63%, wind now from the northwest at 17 miles an hour. Some of the other temperatures across Maryland and Delaware. Out in Oakland, 41 degrees, 43 in Hagerstown. D.C.'s got 44, the same in Annapolis and Cambridge. Over in Ocean City, also 44, 45 in Dover, and Elkton reports in also with 44 degrees. As far as tides tomorrow at Fort McHenry, there's your high and low tide. On the bay tomorrow, westerly winds at 8 to 12 miles an hour. Sunrise 6:46 for the opening of goose season tomorrow morning. Sunsets at 4:55. Take you out of the Pacific Ocean. There's Typhoon Seth out in nearing the island of Luzon, It looks like right now the Seth is going to make landfall right about Palanan Point with about 150 miles an hour worth of wind, even bigger storm than they've just experienced in the Philippines, a major problem for them. What is on tap for us? As you can see, this one storm right now moving away, massive area of low pressure. Here's this little trough of low pressure that's going to move through the region during tomorrow evening, but there's what we're going to have during the morning. A little bit of sunshine right there, but then the clouds move back in. This little trough, no real big deal, just going to kind of blow through the area. If we peel the clouds away, you can see the little light showers out to the west of us. If we kind of zoom in on Maryland radar, you can see the little light showers out to the west of us right now. No real big deal, kind of spits and sprinkles, but they're moving on towards the northeast quite rapidly. As far as the map for tomorrow, sunshine, warmer temperatures heading in our direction after that system moves through here tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So things are getting progressively better. Here's the forecast. Few showers tonight, gradual clearing, 33 for the overnight low. Tomorrow during the day, we're going to call it partly cloudy tomorrow with a few afternoon showers as that trough moves through, 50 degrees for the daytime high. And the 5-day forecast, it looks this way. There are the showers tomorrow, but you'll see a little bit of sun. Sunshine on Wednesday, warming up to 54 degrees. On Thursday, more sunshine, warming to 57. The warming trend is going to continue on Friday with mostly sunny skies, temperatures getting back to 62 degrees. And on Saturday, there's a slim chance that we could see a little bit of light shower activity on Saturday with a high of about 59. See you tonight at 11 o'clock. Hope you all have a nice evening. Beverly?
Okay, thanks, Norm. Well, Maryland football, a less than spectacular season, but the school's former quarterbacks are shining bright.
Up next in sports, Scott Garceau looks back on the Sunday of the Terrapin quarterbacks when we come back.
There's one card you can carry that protects you whenever the unexpected strikes. It's the new Preferred Client Card from the law offices of Stephen L. Miles. It's imprinted with your very own name, and it entitles you to free advice from your own lawyers. Start carrying the card now. To get yours free, call the law offices of Stephen L. Miles at 685-8444. That's 685-8444.
Let's talk about it.
Tide with Bleach Alternative. It's a great alternative. I mean, this is so white. Am I right?
New Liquid Tide with Bleach Alternative.
I can get this so white, and I'm not even using bleach.
Give it your grungiest. This leading liquid gets it this white, but the Tide Alternative is whiter.
This is the whitest possible wash without liquid bleach.
Get out your sunglasses white.
This is your alternative to detergent and separate bleach. Safe for colors. New Liquid Tide with Bleach Alternative. The alternative is whiter.
Radio with everything on it. The new 92Q.
With the highest resale value in its class and proven Honda reliability, the Accord truly is a safe place to put your money.
The Baltimore Museum of Industry will hold a birthday celebration November 17th from noon until 5 p.m. The admission is free. Telephone 727-4808.
Even with dark clouds, there's always a silver lining, and where Maryland football is concerned...
Well, the pros are doing well, right? The quarterbacks and the pros are doing a good. Great thing yesterday, Steelers and Bengals play. Steelers win the game. The first guy to congratulate Neil O'Donnell, Boomer Esiason, the fellow Maryland quarterback, ran out and said, way to go, kid. NFL weekend wraps up tonight with the Bears and Vikings under the dome in Minnesota. Bears with a 2-game lead over the Lions in the Central. Now, Maryland, we know, has had quarterback trouble this year, but the Terps alums are all over the NFL. In Cincinnati, let's check it out. Boomer from the class of '84 against Neil O'Donnell. Neil came from the class of '89, and the old man, Boomer's been knocked around this year. The Bengals haven't given him much help, but threw for over 360 yards, and this touchdown to Rodney Holman. Bengals came back, tied it up, took it into overtime, but that's when the kid, Neil O'Donnell, class of '89 from Maryland, won the duel right here Looked like they were going to win it with the field goal in overtime. He says, let's do it right here. To Eric Green, 26 yards for the touchdown. Steelers win the thriller in overtime, 33-27. As we said, Boomer, the first one to congratulate O'Donnell. And look who's in Phoenix. Stan Gelbaugh from Maryland, who starred in the World League, scrambling around right here against the Giants. Throws a touchdown here, but it wasn't quite enough as the Giants won at 21-14. Scott Zolak's also in uniform playing with New England, and Frank Reich played yesterday, backed up Jim Kelly with the Bills, so the Terps doing okay. Judd Heathcote recruited and coached Magic Johnson at Michigan State. Today he was upset because of another Magic in Michigan. Michigan's Heisman Trophy candidate, Desmond Howard, is also being referred to as Magic, and Judd kind of resents it. He says if you want a nickname for Desmond, give him Mr. Touchdown or Mez because he mesmerizes the opposition, or our hero, or anything you want. But please, if you guys would cooperate, don't refer to him as Magic. He says, I got that off my chest. Heathcote also apologized for not talking to the press after Thursday's news conference concerning Johnson. He says emotionally, he wasn't up to talking to anybody. Well, they led for much of the game last night, but the Bullets still lost their 4th straight as they dropped one to the Pistons at the Palace in Auburn Hills. Coach Wes Unseld, a little short on the bench. Starting lineup included David Wingate, Larry Stewart, and Greg Foster last night. Wingate, the steal here, finds Tom Hammonds, and how about that pass right there? Michael Adams back to Hammonds. Bullets led by 1 at the half. Coppin State's Larry Stewart getting some NBA action, held his own. Rookie from Coppin gets inside for 2 of his 4, but the Bullets blew a 9-point lead, just kind of run out of gas. They don't have much depth in the 4th quarter. Watch Isaiah slice and dice right here. That's how you do it. Pistons win at 85-79. Bullets back to work Tuesday against Orlando. Blast have to wait until Sunday to get revenge on the San Diego Sockers. Last night the Sockers socked at 2. Coops kicker 7-2. Paul Wright, not Tim Whitman, killed the Blast. Right off the boards to Jacques Ladouceur, and it was 2-0 Sockers. Still more right here. He beats Chris Vaccaro, made it 3-2 at that point. The Blast lost at 7-2. Off to a tough start. 1 win, 4 losses. Got to pick that up.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Scotty.
Alrighty. Ever wonder what 100,000 pennies look like?
Or feel like. Coming up next on Channel 2 News at 6, we're going to show you some elementary students who are cashing in on Lincoln's copper coinage.
Meet new cinnamon Quaker Oat Squares.
Oh, no. Your whole grain oats, too, plus cinnamon. Sprinkled with brown sugar, plus cinnamon. And I stay crunchy. 2 Quaker Oat Squares.
Oh, you'll love them.
From Square One.
Hey, Mom, look.
Nathan, pick up that mess.
Nathan, what's this?
My pork.
It's so sloppy.
Well, Amy and Maria have done well in school, but Nathan doesn't seem to be as smart.
Where's Nathan?
He's upstairs again.
Why is he so unmotivated?
I don't know. I don't know.
Children need encouragement, not criticism.
Generations of Friends is brought to you by CareFirst and Columbia Free State Health Plans.
Crabs from the Bay. Preakness excitement. Another great season from Cal Ripken. In Maryland, we can always count on good things to keep getting better, like health care from CareFirst. CareFirst has just joined forces with Maryland's other great health care provider, the Columbia Free State Health System.
So now you can sign up for CareFirst locations, doctors, and hospitals, or sign up for Columbia Free States.
CareFirst Columbia Free State. Count on the best to keep getting better.
Looking for the perfect gift? Here's something to bear in mind. Now at Dunkin Donuts, buy 45 Munchkins and get this adorable Christmas jar at an extremely adorable price.
What happens when poverty hits home? Tuesday at 5 on Channel 2 News.
Okay, a penny for your thoughts. Now it's thoughts of pennies, hopefully lots of pennies. In these tough economic times, one must save each hard-earned cent, not just for rainy days, but sunny ones as well. Channel 2's Jamie Costello jingle jangles one of the largest piggy banks in Baltimore.
They're not crusty old cigar-toting, three-piece suit-wearing penny pinchers. No, they're young, still drinking whole milk, green uniform-wearing, penny-pinching phenoms.
Do we have 5? 7.
The students from Byrn Mawr Lower School are collecting
pennies.
Lots of
pennies.
Say 1 million pennies, which will go toward the school's capital campaign fund. 44, 45,
52,
53, 54.
Golly, I think you missed a couple.
All right, how many pennies are on this table?
About 30,000.
30,000? How much money is that? They've already collected 150,000 pennies on the way to learning about banking, investments, and saving. Do you know anything about stocks and bonds?
No.
Do you know anything about mutual funds?
No.
But you do know about pennies.
Yeah. Well, now that you add them up, it's worth a lot more than I think it used to be.
We can only hope so. Full house. That beats you all.
Shoot.
Girls, I think it's time for us to get back to counting these pennies.
Follow your teacher. There you go. Nice game, everybody. The counting continues. 1 million is the goal by the end of the year. From Byrn Mawr, Jamie Costello, Channel 2 News.
A computer lab and a new library for the school are among building projects included in the capital campaign. Now, if you'd like to spare some change, just drop it off at Byrn Mawr. You guys have a couple of... Thanks, Scotty. A penny here. What
Here's
about
the question.
you?
We were trying to figure this out. We're all science majors, not math majors.
Yeah.
100,000 pennies is how much?
Thank you.
$1,000.
Thank you, Scott.
Norm? All right. That's going to do it for us. 3 cents to go. Have a good evening.
See you at 11 o'clock.